Elena stood frozen outside her apartment door, staring at the sold sign that had just been planted on the building she had spent 5 years building. Her hands trembled as the truth sank in. Her sister, Vivian, had orchestrated the sale behind her back. Every memory, every late night spent renovating, every hard-earned cent, gone. Elena's heart pounded in betrayal and fury. The moment shattered her world. "Subscribe now to follow my story," she whispered through clenched teeth, gripping the door frame as if it were the last thing anchoring her sanity. Elena received a mysterious text that seemed to come out of nowhere, a cryptic message that hinted Vivian wasn't acting alone. Her mind raced. Was this a warning or an invitation? She debated whether to reply. Every instinct screamed danger, but curiosity clawed at her. At the office, Elena overheard colleagues whispering about a sudden promotion Vivian had claimed, the very position Elena had been promised. The whispers painted Vivian as clever and ruthless. Elena's pulse quickened. Not only had she been betrayed at home, but her sister was now attacking her professionally. How far would Vivian go? Elena discovered a hidden account with withdrawals she never authorized, all traced back to Vivian. Each transaction a dagger. She realized this wasn't just about taking property or status, it was about control. Elena began documenting everything, her mind forming a plan. But would exposing Vivian put her own reputation at risk? A friend tipped Elena off about Vivian's weekend getaway, a secret escape Vivian used to flaunt her power. Elena decided to follow, blending in unnoticed. The suspense built as she trailed her sister through unfamiliar streets, each step closer a mix of fear and exhilaration. What would she find, and how would she use it? Elena intercepted a voicemail meant for Vivian, revealing that Vivian was worried someone knew about her manipulations. For the first time, Elena saw a crack in her sister's armor. The realization that Vivian was human, vulnerable even, fueled a new determination. Could she turn this weakness into leverage? Elena stumbled upon Vivian's private journal, filled with her confessions, fears, and secret alliances. Each page revealed strategies Vivian had used to undermine her, but also what Vivian treasured most. Elena's heart raced. She finally had a key to fight back. But would confronting her sister directly backfire? Vivian unexpectedly appeared at Elena's favorite cafe, flaunting a new social victory. Elena observed silently, analyzing her sister's movements and reactions. In this public encounter, tension simmered, words unspoken, glances charged with unsaid threats. Elena knew the next step had to be precise. One misstep could ruin everything. Elena discovered a long-lost family heirloom in Vivian's possession, something that had been rightfully hers. It symbolized more than wealth, it was her legacy. She began formulating a plan to reclaim it, knowing that confronting Vivian too soon could escalate conflict. Timing, she realized, was everything. Elena's mentor, unaware of the full story, unintentionally offered advice that hinted at exploiting Vivian's ambition. A subtle push, but the idea sparked a strategy in Elena's mind: use Vivian's own desires against her. But could manipulating her sister hurt Elena more emotionally than staying passive? Vivian threw a grand party, flaunting her apparent victory in Elena's absence. Elena infiltrated the event under disguise, witnessing firsthand how far Vivian had risen on deceit and charm alone. The contrast between her sister's public image and her own losses deepened her resolve. The climax of their power struggle was approaching. Elena intercepted an important business contract Vivian had been preparing to sign. Hidden clauses revealed potential self-destruction for Vivian if exposed. Elena now held tangible power, yet the question lingered: should she destroy her sister or reclaim only what was hers? The tension escalated, morality clashing with revenge. Elena received a confidential tip that Vivian had started doubting her allies, suspecting sabotage. It was a turning point. The enemy was vulnerable. Elena began planting subtle evidence to heighten Vivian's paranoia, testing the limits of control without alerting her sister. Each move was calculated, precise, and nerve-wracking. Vivian unexpectedly cornered Elena in a professional setting, confrontational and sharp. A verbal duel erupted, exposing pieces of Elena's plan. But Elena stayed composed, letting her sister underestimate her. The encounter ended in a tense standoff, with both women aware that the next confrontation would be decisive. Elena discovered that Vivian's closest confidant had a secret loyalty to her. This revelation changed the game entirely. Alliances could shift rapidly, and secrets could be weaponized. Elena now had an insider, but trust was fragile, and any mistake could expose her plan prematurely. Vivian celebrated a public victory over a mutual rival, unaware that Elena had already undone the foundation of that triumph. Behind the scenes, Elena maneuvered unseen, turning the celebration into a trap for her sister's ego. The payoff was near, but suspense lingered. Would Vivian notice before it was too late? Elena subtly sabotaged one of Vivian's prized possessions, something symbolically important. The small victory fueled Elena's confidence, proving that action, even discreet, could yield results. The stakes rose higher. Now, it was no longer just about revenge but reclaiming what defined her identity. Vivian confronted Elena indirectly through mutual acquaintances, testing boundaries, probing weaknesses. Elena had to navigate the confrontation carefully, maintaining control while revealing just enough to unsettle her sister. Psychological tension thickened. The power struggle was both mental and emotional. Elena finally arranged a direct confrontation at a family gathering, bringing all players into one room. The stakes were sky-high, emotions raw, and secrets on the verge of exploding. Every glance and whispered comment heightened suspense, each movement calculated to reveal and reclaim without permanent collateral damage. Elena executed a plan to take back the one thing Vivian loved most, her social dominance, symbolized through a key alliance. In a tense, dramatic reveal, she turned the tables completely. Vivian's facade cracked in front of everyone. Elena's triumph was firm, decisive, yet measured, revenge without cruelty, reclamation without regret. The final chapter left both sisters in a fragile truce. Elena had restored what was hers and proved her resilience, but the emotional aftermath lingered. Vivian was humbled yet still present, hinting at future challenges. Elena realized that strength lay in perseverance, intelligence, and patience, closing the story with a powerful, satisfying resolution and a lingering emotional hook.